Guys, can you believe that my data finished? I forgot to subscribe before starting this live stream. Yes, I actually have 15 minutes left, so that's why I had to create another live stream because I got disconnected on that one. So this is kind of a continuation. We can see that price has dug into this fair value gap, this high probability order block. This is a high probability order block. The reason it is a high probability order block is because there is a fair value gap when when this structure was broken. So that is how you tell it is a high probability order block. Okay, so price has tapped into this order block. So now we are expecting price to start gallivanting slowly to the downside. This level could serve as your first take profit because it is the first internal liquidity that sits in this leg. It is the first internal liquidity that sits here. So this is a relative equal low, and this is an engineered liquidity. This liquidity is going to be cleared because impatient traders are definitely going to want to enter into the market. So this is where they get taken out when price digs into this other block that is right here. So taking a short position here will see you using this liquidity to exit the market. If you enter short here, this liquidity is your gateway to taking profit. The liquidity that is sitting under these lows, because these guys here, they are relative equal lows. As you can see, this low is higher than this low, so automatically this low is your pool of liquidity. I can even mark it like this if I wish to show you that this low is still higher than this low. So we are expecting price to dig into this leg in price. Okay, I like to follow order flow. So the order flow right now that I'm looking at Bitcoin is fair value gap, sweep of liquidity, take out liquidity here. Then, being that we still have a major pool of liquidity resting at the 123,000 level, I'll buy my long position here. Okay, so I'll be looking for long positions within this fair value gap that is sitting here because price is eventually coming to tap into it. But let me see what 15 minutes is saying. Yes, on the 15 minutes chart, I am also seeing a high probability order block. Sorry, did I miss this thing? I'm also seeing a high probability order block. What is a high probability order block? A high probability order block is an order block with a fair value gap inside it. So this low to this high is a fair value gap. Let me quickly mark this one as a high probability order It's a high probability order block. So our short position, any short position that we take here is giving us its hand to exit right here, because what is going to happen to the bears will not be funny. I promise you it will not be funny. So if I wanted to start buying myself into the market, I will look at this inversion fair value gap here. So the low of this candle to its high here was a fair value gap that was invalidated. I'm not even sure whether this is clear. Okay, I think it's better now. A nice short entry would be in between this level. That's when price returns to this level, this point in price. So once price returns there, it will make a good entry to target this low. Alternatively, if I am not certain, or if I actually want to make sure that I enter with a high probability order block, that means an order block that will have a fair value gap within it is also a price delivery array to me, because I like to be sure that yes, I am not jumping into the chart or taking any risk that is not calculated. I would actually wait for price to create that order block for me. Okay, assuming, let me give you a sharp demonstration of what I mean. Now imagine that price drops from this level and leaves a gap within this level. Let me mark this one out. I will just let me make it thicker like this. I think if it's thicker like this, you can understand what I'm saying better. This order block here, if price breaks down it and leaves a fair value gap, a fair value gap being where there is only sell side delivery without a buy side delivery within this leg bar, now I will see this place as a high probability order block, and I love to take it as my first entry. Like, I love to wait for price to give me that high probability order block, because I don't want to FOMO into the market by any means. So I am not in a hurry. I just want price to give me my daily 2k, 2.5 risk reward, 3 risk reward. Then if the price decides to do any other magic it has in mind, that's fine. But I just want to know that the odds are in my favor when I'm jumping into the market. So I already know that price is going here. Remember, if you don't know where price is going, you will not know where you are going. You have to first of all understand the price delivery pattern that shows you where liquidity is resting, and I've always mentioned that in all my videos this year. So at any point in my video, I try to show you what a relative equal low and a relative equal high is, just like we have here. This here is a relative equal low, because the lowest low, or no, not the lowest low, like the low next to it, that's the higher low, has not actually dug into this low. So these guys are actually waiting for price to dig into them. So we know that price has already taken out this external range liquidity. So our next target is the liquidity that is resting internally, the internal range liquidity. So yesterday was tricky. I did not trade Bitcoin, I traded Solana yesterday, and I made small money. So I also traded the Euro USD. After Euro USD has hit my stop loss for up to 4 times. Yes, I actually made a 9RR short trade on Euro USD before the market closed. So um, when I have chance during the weekend, I will actually cover that trade because it's also a high probability short order block that I used. And being that Friday was a day to expect a short, unless the market will retrace up to 30% of what it has run during the week. So uh, I will wait for price to give us a high probability order block on the 5 minutes. I think I'll trade off the 5 minutes. I actually trade inversion fair value gaps when there is a high liquidity injection, being that I'm in the market during the morning session start at 8:30 to 9:30. But 9:30 is actually my most favorable time to trade, the, the 9:30 New York session. 9:30 in the morning, that's when there is a large or last surge of liquidity. The market actually makes its low for the day or high for the day by that time. So if I'm bullish, I'm waiting for price to take out the low first by 9:30 before I trade an inversion fair value gap. If I'm bearish, I'll wait for price to take out a high by 9:30, then I'll enter an inversion fair value gap. But during the weekends, when there is a reduction in the liquidity, like on during weekend trading crypto or trading volatility index, that volatility index is what I have not really tried to trade before, and I don't have any interest actually for now. So talking about normal trades, normal price action that is influenced by what I know. Okay, trading volatility index is actually crazy for me. I think crypto is enough headache for me already, and I'm not interested in trying out new um, forex markets. It's not forex, but price action, whatever indices that is. So the market is actually very slow. I will wait for price to give us that high probability order block, which is an order block that is near, which is an order block that is close to a fair value gap. And before my 4 minutes, I have 4 minutes left to end this live stream. So let me quickly look for what I'm talking about when I say a high probability order block. So let us use the one that we have already in question to do the demonstration. This is an order block. These other blocks, there is a way to look at them in the market. They usually have two candles beside them, green and black, green and red, depending on the color, depending on the color of your chart. Okay, so a high probability order block is an order block that has a fair value gap nested within it. Okay, if you look closely around these charts, you will see price reacting of high probability order blocks. So an order block that has a fair value gap, when this order block was formed, price broke up and left a fair value gap. Now this order block combined with this fair value gap is a strong level of price reaction. So that is where smart money will start to build up new bullish positions. Okay, So even within this leg there is another block. So this is a fair value gap with an order block, high probability order block. As you can see, price reacted cleanly off this fair value gap, so it is a high probability order block. High probability order block. Why? Because this order block here, this order block here has a fair value gap inside it, so it's a high probability short position order block. So it's the same thing that we have here. This is an order block, this is an order block, and this is a fair value gap. So we still have an order block unclosed here, because I remember price have not even digged into this order block, but it has actually closed, it has actually wicked, not closed, that was wicked into this fair value gap external range. So we are not even trying to predict the market. A lot of things could go on, and we are not interested in taking any forced trades. Okay, we are not interested in taking forced trades. We want the market to show us its hands. The market has to show us what it is about to do before we make a decision on what we are to trade or what side to take. So for now, it's not even a good time to click those buy and sell buttons on Bitcoin. It is the best time to wait for the market to say, all right, it is time. So we are still waiting for the all right, it is time moment. Guys, this is it for this live stream today, the 9th of August 2025. Enjoy your day, study hard. You must not study the charts, you can study any kind of book that you find lying around. I'm going to be reading Beginning Psychology. So that's the book. I don't know the author yet. It's a book I found interesting studying this weekend. So when I'm off the charts, I'm clearing my head in the world of psychology. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates like this. Updates like this will help your life. Updates like this is the reality I did not have when I started trading 5 years ago. So guys, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode or in my next video. Anyone, have a nice one. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe, everybody. And I'll see you next Monday.